Hello, my name is Martyr, and this is Let's Play Chip. Chip is an adorable, cute puzzle game, guys. It released April 2014. Developed by Coatsink and published by Kiss Ltd. You can get Chip on Steam right now for $6.99, and I think you should. Also, as far as I'm aware, it's only available on Steam at this current point, which is a bit of a shame because I could see this game rocking on the iPad. I'm not sure if it would handle well on the phone due to certain game mechanics in the game, which you'll be seeing here in a little bit. Now, I have reviewed puzzle games before, guys, and the one thing I always look for in these types of games is two things: is functionality and difficulty. Are the puzzles challenging? Are they easy? Are they too hard where I want to rip my hair out? Are the controls smooth? Because a puzzle game could be fantastic, but if the controls aren't quick and responsive, it can easily make a puzzle game go sour. But I can easily assure you that on both accounts, Chip is both challenging and the controls are smooth. Now, unlike other puzzle games, Chip isn't really story-centric as, let's say, Girls Like Robots. But on the other hand, though, it does have some really fantastic music and adorable graphics, guys. So let's get to it. I've been playing the game for about an hour now. And the game does feature quite a bit of levels here, guys. I think the total amount is 75 total levels. And basically, I'm going to start off from level 1 here and kind of show you what's going on. Again, it's like a little weird minor portrait. All you really need to know as far as the story goes is, for some reason or another, this robot has narcolepsy. He keeps falling asleep between all the boards over and over again. You're basically trying to wake him up by giving him a big old jolt of energy up his ass, which we can do with this cannon thing. It shoots a big old bolt of energy at him and it wakes him up. And that is almost the exact, the bare bones of this game. That is your objective, is to wake up this robot with a jolt of energy. Now, as I'm playing these puzzle, guys, I'm just going to let you know that I'm not going to be focusing on doing it in the fastest time or doing it in the correct amount of moves. I'm trying to show you how the game works itself, so don't focus on that. Now, this game introduces a major element right here, which are these kind of these strange looking pad things. And what these pads allow you to do is kind of manipulate where your shot goes. For instance, you can change its angle from any direction just about and change where the shot lands. So for instance, if I were to change it to that direction, it would bounce off of that pad and aim itself towards our friend. And that will be kind of a major theme as you move forward and deeper into boards. You're going to have to start manipulating this energy in different ways and trying to move it towards your goal, which is not easy to say the least. As more, I guess you could say, things are introduced into the game to kind of hinder you or help you, and the puzzles get more and more challenging. Sometimes the cannons, for instance, can move. Sometimes they can't. They're in one fixed direction. You have to figure out how to move that cannon in a particular angle to, hit the target that you want to hit. So let's go ahead and shoot this cannon here. We're going to move these pads kind of at an angle so that way they bounce towards our intended target, like so. And like I said, guys, the puzzles just get more and more challenging. Eventually you start encountering these things like magnets and these batteries that absorb your shot, so you have to move them out of the way. And then it starts even doing crazier crap like messing with the level of, I guess you could say, how deep the board is. Certain boards have a depth to them where things are on different levels, and that changes how the gameplay works as well. So let's go ahead and let's see if I can remember how to do this, to be honest with you. I think this shot's supposed to bounce that way, right? Totally. Nope, I totally messed that up. Let's try that. I think that's what it was. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Nope, totally not it. Okay, so we gotta aim it that way. Ah! Is that right? There we go. That's how we did it. And you can see you have to play with angles and directions, and it just gets really, really challenging as you start moving forward. But you can, of course, go back and kind of accomplish goals in different ways. For instance, if you're kind of anal retentive like me, you're going to want to get all 3 light bulbs, which is, of course, doing it under the amount of time, doing it under the moves, but you can kind of set how you do that in your own way. You can say, well, I'm going to accomplish it in a certain amount of moves this time, and then go back and finish it under the time. But, of course, it's all very challenging. Let's go ahead and move on to board 5 here. This one needs power before it can be fired. So we're going to have to figure out a way to power it. Huh. So let's see here. It's going to have to... Let's see if I think that'll... No, that'll bounce it the wrong way. That's what I want to do right there. Boom. That powers it. We shoot it. And now we hit our little friend here. So again, introducing another element to you, that certain items require to be powered up before they'll work. Moving along. This one again is just introducing more elements of how to make this all work. So obviously, let's see here if I remember how to do this. I missed. How do I? Oh, right. Now I remember. And there we go. Basically, we have to kind of bounce the shot backwards and forwards here as we basically move forward to the board here, guys. And like I said, guys, the graphics are adorable. The sounds are really nice. I enjoy the overall aesthetic of the game and how it just looks and it plays and it feels. It's all very smooth. The camera controls, you can kind of click the ground, drag it around, and that's how you kind of manipulate everything in the game. You kind of click it. For instance, this is introducing the element of lowered floors and also the ability to kind of move objects, because sometimes, depending on what the board is you can actually move platforms or cannons or certain objects into place to get the shot to where you need it to go. So in this case, for instance, we're going to need to move that down, shoot, change the angle of it, of course, and then hit our intended target. And that's just, again, introducing another element. And it does a very good job of teaching you how to manipulate those elements as you move through the game. These are the batteries I was talking to you guys about. These little bastards, when you shoot them, all they do is suck up the energy and your shot goes nowhere. So you need to kind of move them out of the way and figure out how to angle your shots to kind of avoid batteries, which is, so let's say the least, not easy. But is doable. So let's basically move our shot like this. I think we want to move this guy there. We fire. It should bounce. You get the idea of how that works there. We just have to move the batteries out of the way by simply kind of shifting them out of the position. And that one thing is one heavy focus of the game is eventually you'll start finding that you need to start kind of doing things in between shots. For instance, this shot right here, we need to bounce this shot off of this point and then change the angle of this board as it bounces off back to our way and into our intended target. And this becomes a kind of a heavy focus deeper on into deeper levels as you start having to manipulate things as you're playing the boards. But the beautiful part is that when you do this, let's say for instance you click on an object like say this board here, you see that time is kind of slowed down when I clicked it, and that is what kind of allows you to manipulate objects at such a high speed. Time slows down for you. Not all the way, things are still moving, but it gives you that chance to kind of maneuver everything into place and makes it very, very challenging and very, very fun, to be honest with you. I did pretty good on that board. Alright, so let's see. We got another puzzle right here. We got to figure this one out. Again, this is all just about moving objects. Oops. Oh, well, that was my derp. My bad. Alright, let's try that again. Alright. Move. Move back. And then we move this one out of the way. So again, playing with that kind of that slow motion part of the puzzles. And eventually, like I said, guys, it's just the puzzles get pretty crazy. So we're actually, we're going to go ahead and skip to some of the later on puzzles. And I'm going to try to make myself look like an idiot here by showing you that I can't solve some of these puzzles. So now we've kind of, the game's been introducing different kinds of, I guess you could say almost objectives. Now, not necessarily to just get the power to chip. Now there's different things that we can do. For instance, we can move these boards around and we could try to get this money bag here to chip. But how do we do that? Well, it's not easy to say the least. So let's go ahead. Let's see here. Is there any of this? Any of this is movable? Yes, all of this is actually movable. So I think that would go there. We're going to bounce that into this. And I think that will work. I think so. Let's see. We'll fire it. Oh, no, I missed. Okay, so we're going to want to move that down one more. And you can experiment with the boards, and I mean, it encourages you to play with the angles and how everything works. So we got the bag now. It's going to go into that cannon. Oh, but it disappears. So we need to figure out a way to get that into the money bag without it moving. Huh. Ah, I think I see how. All right. So we're going to actually not shoot at it. We're going to bounce it off that object. Shoot it off of there. It's going to bounce there. And then we're going to simply... No! Oh, God. I messed up. That was my mistake. You get the kind of idea how you experiment with the boards here, guys, to get and figure things out. So let's go ahead and do that again. Hopefully we can do it faster this time. That would be great. But again, we're going for a different kind of objective. We're not going to solve the board as fast as we can, as much as we're trying to, in this case... oh, there we go. No, wait, no. Wait, yes? Oh, okay, cool. And we got him the money. We didn't do it under the moves or the time, but we didn't get him that bag of cash, which I'm sure you're wondering what the cash is for. Well, in this game, there is a light customization feature, which I have not touched upon yet. You go to this place called the wardrobe, and you can actually swap between 3 different characters. Chip, this dude called Rust, and Pin. And what it allows you to do in this game, guys, is they allow you to kind of customize your little sleeping robot guy. Which is, to be honest with you, it's just pure, adorable fluff, guys. There isn't much more to it. It doesn't change the gameplay mechanics. It doesn't really even change anything. All it is there is for you to have some sort of, I guess you could say, your own identity in the game, for you to create your own different kind of robot. And like I said, this is the robot that I kind of created, this weird douchebag looking dude with a goatee here. So, but you can change them just about every way you want. You can give them, and you can purchase the items. And kind of decorate them whatever way you like. You can give them different eyes, different hats. For instance, we'll give him a top hat. And now he's a gentleman. He's a gentleman with the top hat. Let's take off that ridiculous beard there. We can change his eyes. We can take the eyes off, and you can just leave him with his normal eyes. And you can kind of just change him and kind of manipulate him to whatever way you want him to look. And like I said, it's just something I really appreciate because it's a cute extra fluff in the game, and I love fluff. All right. And also it adds an extra aspect of challenge because there's certain boards where you can collect treasures. Like for instance, I already collected this one, but in this board my objective was to collect this piece of treasure right here. So how would we do that? You're probably wondering. Well, you shoot that there. And then we manipulate this to go backwards to all the way over there. It bounces in that direction. We send that flying in this direction. And then we basically change its angle so that it'll bounce towards Chip. Like so. Again, that isn't accomplishing the time goals or under the goals in the move amount. You're going to have to playing these boards kind of with an objective in mind. You're going to be going like after the gifts, if you're going to be going after the time. It adds a butt ton of replay value to this game, which is another thing I really appreciate. You could easily turn these 75 levels into probably double that because of the different goals and bonus levels and secret levels and achievements that you can accomplish. Why is he sad? Oh, he was so happy earlier. Is it because I took off your ratty goatee? Okay, let's see if I give him back his ratty goatee. Will he be happy? Let's go back to the shop here. I don't like that he looks sad. Let's give him back his optimistic eyes. And we'll give him his ratty goatee back. Maybe he was happy with his ratty goatee. Okay, does that make you happy? Does that make you happy? No, I guess he just suffers from narcolepsy. He's just like, I'm always tired. So sometimes you must solve a puzzle multiple ways to get all the light bulbs. Like I said, guys, what I literally just told you is sometimes the puzzles can be very, very challenging to say the least. So let's go ahead and move these out of the way. Let's see here. How can I bounce this shot? I don't think there's any way I can, to be honest with you. No, there's really no way we bounce this off of here. And this is one aspect where I think that Chip can be a little challenging, is at times during certain boards when you start moving around certain pieces, especially the circular pads, clicking on an object, you have to be very careful how you click on it, because you can actually accidentally go into rotation mode instead of, let's say, moving mode, which is where you just want to click it and move it instead of rotating it. And it can be just a little bit tricky, definitely in later boards, as the boards get obviously more complicated and interesting, more different kinds of elements, like the magnets and the other characters who are trying to stop you and other crazy ass elements in this game, guys. Like I said, I've only played about the first, the first 20 levels or so. I haven't even played any of the bonus levels in this row here, so I'm not 100% sure of all of the gameplay elements of this game and the different things that you'll be facing. So we're going to go ahead and, ooh, looks like we have another gift in this board, so we're going to go ahead and get that. I want that for sure. So we're going to want to bounce this. If I bounce it that way, it'll just, let me see here, If I were to move it this way and then do that, it would just fly off the board, So we need to figure out another way to do this. Wait. If I were to shift this over here, though, and change the angle, we could theoretically... What happens here? No, that's just a miss. Okay, hold on. We'll figure this out. Hold on a second, alright? So it bounces. Bouncity bounce. No, we don't want that. Alright, so we bounce it out this way. No. How about that way? Bounce. Bounce. It's just going to fly off the board. So we want to bounce it. Let me think here. No, because that'll just hit the side. Oh, I know. Okay, hold on. No, wait. Oh, God. No, okay. And then we're going to move this guy. Oh, wait, no, that was bad. Oh, gosh, dang it. Bye, present. I thought I had it there. Okay, we'll try that one more time, and then we'll probably call the video after this puzzle right here, guys. Like I said, we're going to want to bounce it backwards, I think. Change the angle so that way it's facing that way. Okay, again. Wait. No, wait. There we go. Oh no, that's gonna make it fly off the board. Dang it, stupid. Okay. You will not defeat me, puzzle. I will solve you. One way or another. Bounce. Bounce. Okay, it'll bounce that way. Oh god, that's the wrong way. Let's see here. We can do this. I'm not totally dumb. It's possible that I'm completely dumb, though. Very possible that it will take me quite a while to solve this puzzle. Because the puzzles, like I said, are quite challenging. So bounce. Okay. That's going to bounce there, and then we want this to go back the way it came. Okay, and then we want it to... No. Go back. We can just have it bouncing backwards and forwards, but that's not necessarily going to do anything for it now, isn't it? Oh, that's just going to make it pop. That's definitely one of the challenging ones for sure. But I think you get a pretty good idea of how you manipulate all the different kinds of objects and things in the game, guys. It looks like about 2 chapters worth of boards, guys, that you unlock as you get more and more light bulbs, and even more levels are on the way, which is pretty friggin' sweet. So like Chip, I'm going to make this short and sweet. It's a great game, guys. Good puzzles and some fluff to keep you entertained. The game is virtually bug-free, and the developers are constantly interacting with the community and taking any and all feedback and channeling that into updates. I would highly recommend this game if you're looking for a good, challenging puzzle game. This was just a small preview of all the different kinds of puzzles that you'll be seeing in this game, guys. And trust me when I say that they get very challenging. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and throw in some screenshots right here for you to see the different kinds of puzzles and the different kinds of elements that I was talking to you about. And as you can see, things just kind of get really balls crazy as they're introducing more and more elements. You need to start manipulating different kinds of objects and magnets and whatever that crazy hand looking guy is. I have no idea what all of these things are, but the game does a very good job of teaching you what all these things are as you move deeper and deeper into the game, like a good puzzle game should. With of course, all these assortment of achievements and steamy goodness that you can get with the playing cards, the game has a lot to offer as far as fluff goes, and the game is really fun, guys. So go ahead and pick this game up on Steam, guys. Big thanks to the developer and publisher for a chance to review this game. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe, and I'll keep bringing you awesome indie games. Till next time, this has been Let's Play Chip.